Hello everyone, it's Leviro here, and we've got another episode of my small Let's Play with Germany during the invasion of southern parts of the Soviet Union, really. And let's get straight into the action. And remember, our objective is Baki, right down here in the south. And let's just go for it today, shall we? I'll see if I can get there. I don't think I will be able to, but you never know. We might get lucky. More infantry for the front. More horses, they're good. They don't use up much fuel. Okay, he needs to go forwards. Yeah, they need to go forwards. There's 2 HQs. These guys need to go to the front line. So do these guys. I've got nothing there to help. Nothing there to help. Okay, and here I'm just blocking them off for fun, basically, so I can take that little group out. Let's press play. It might help. It generally does help, pressing play. Okay. Okay, this looks like it's going well. These guys can keep extending southwards. Yep, they should be able to do that quite easily. Looks like I have one little battle here. These guys now go that way. And I'm slowly going to surround everyone at this rate. I'm just going to try to extend the front that way a bit, towards this river. I think it might help quite a bit. And up here it looks like I've won again, so time to really eliminate these few units. Move up. Okay, I've won those little battles there. Got another short advance here. These guys can move in. I have plenty of infantry here supporting. So what we're going to do is basically perform a small pincer movement just here with all these supporting infantry. They can help quite easily. Let's have a look. Yeah, these guys can go forwards there. These tanks need to get into the action. And it looks like I've broken through their lines. The only problem is it's going to take me a long time to get anywhere. Like this. Now I need to take all but 2 of these Romanians. They're going to advance. No, not just 2. All but 2. So there. This would help if I could count. Probably. Who knows though. Okay, that looks like it's working. And I have a nice load of men just here that are going to try and crush through the south. And I need to take all but 2. And the HQs. The HQ units out, and there we go. We've lost a province. Ooh, that was not good. Oh, but I've got 2 panzer divisions here that are just gonna completely annihilate the enemy around this area. These guys are going to take them out. Okay, I've won here quite easily. Time to really push them out of this little area. I'm going to attack all around it, and I'll probably win all of the battles quite easily. And there we go, we're winning along here as well. And up there, yep, exactly the way we need it to happen. We want these tanks to advance as quickly as possible. These guys can go that way. This guy needs to attack into there. And these guys can advance, although I think I might want this guy a bit further south. And these guys as well. Yeah, it appears I have completely outflanked the Soviet army. It appears. Appearances can be deceiving, but I don't think they are here. Okay. I've outflanked them in 2 places. This looks like it's going to be quite an easy scenario in the end. Okay. So yeah. Not only have I pushed my objectives right back, but I have pushed the frontier, which used to run sort of up this line. It's now pushed right back to that river, which is excellent work. Yep. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I need everyone to start getting to their positions. I can. It's basically now just a matter of how fast can this guy get down to Baki, which is a lot further than I thought. Could be problematic. I hope not. Most of my infantry is going up north, and they're going to cross to Stalingrad, which will help me going south, because there aren't any troops to the south, it seems, at all. So, shouldn't be too hard. I'll just attack absolutely everywhere down here. Because of my superiority, I think I'll win every battle. Yeah, my troops are better. They're almost out. They're running out of supplies. Their supply lines being cut. The mountains aren't particularly good for supplies. We can't really tell here because I don't control them, but they're not. I've tried putting tanks along them. There's really not a good idea. Yeah. One of them needs to stay there. We can bring those guys there. Yep. Okay, we're winning loads of battles now. It looks like here I've eliminated that pocket of Soviet resistance. That means that these infantry units are free to move up a bit further. I'm going to slowly cut along the frontier behind them. Slowly take them out. Yeah, it looks like I've finished resistance just there as well. I'm using the river as a natural barrier to their troops. Yeah, this should work. Some of them can go south, others are going to go along the frontier like that. Help out a bit. Because I don't want to get too overextended. I really thought the other objective was something like this one, Batumi. That's what I recalled from last time, but it appears it's Baki. I'll just make sure. Yeah, it's Baki. And we're 2/3 of the way to victory. It shouldn't be too much harder. Too much more time, actually. It's not going to be hard at all, I don't think. Because I consider this, one, if they can't even beat motorized units of mine, quite weak units, they're not going to be able to beat my main battle line. Unless they get a massive amount of reinforcements. I think in this episode we're going to be able to get to Bryanskoye, and next episode it's going to be drive down the coast of the Caspian Sea. Yeah, it's the Caspian Sea down to Baki. There we go. Yep, everyone's advancing. Oh, we lost a battle here. Weird. Of course I don't have any infantry units there yet. Right, that's why. All of these HQs are gonna get completely lost, but I'm gonna move them forwards a bit as well. It gets to a point where once you break through the lines in the manner that I've broken through here, it doesn't really matter where your HQs are because your units are so you have so much superiority there's almost no point. There's nothing they can do, so it doesn't really affect whatever you do with your troops. Like here, I'm just throwing bunches forwards. The Russians at the moment are on the run. They can't actually stop me. I have momentum. See, they don't even have troops to garrison their entire front line, which is a recipe for disaster when I can just launch attacks across a river with an advantage. A distinct advantage as well, not a slight one. I can advance like this. There's no way they can survive an onslaught such as this. The only way they can is just by cutting off my supplies, which is exactly what they're trying to do and exactly what they should be doing. So they're quite clever like that. Let's have a look. How's this going up here? There we go. We're just crossing the river quite easily, and I'm just going to push them back like a flood. They're a flood of troops, which in reality they were the flood of troops, not the Germans. But this unit's going to attack there, block their advance there. Okay, there we go. I've lost. Oh dear, this is the problem. We'll have partisan uprisings in the rear, so I just need to get some of my garrison troops to go and help out. They just rush around, getting rid of any partisans that appear. It's a pretty experienced unit. I've never got them that experienced in the actual grand campaign. You probably can get them that experienced, but I don't know how, because it's not like with my main Let's Play with the Soviet Union. I've had very little fighting, but I guess so. Well, that was the objective for today. I'll just send them there, and these guys are just extending as far as they can into Soviet territory. Like so. There we go, we can probably win that battle there. I need one of them to go across a bit. These guys are all going to slowly cross this river and wheel round to create another frontier. And that should help me quite a bit. Let's send these guys around. That should work. Yeah, easy victory there, easy victory here it should be. Yeah, another easy victory. See, their units have lost battles already, so they're low on organisation. And because I keep pushing them, they're not actually going to have a chance to regain that organisation. So at no point are they going to get it back. So that at no point will they form a cohesive fighting force ever again. At least that is the theory. See, I just win battles by being there, basically. See, even my Romanian troops that to begin with weren't very good. Observe, they have zero organisation. They've lost that battle already. I can show you another example here. Zero organisation. They just do not have a chance to regroup before I push on again. And that is what kills them. They have this almost the same number of troops that they started with. The only problem is my troops have the upper hand. It's really well modelled that the upper hand and who's ahead and who's not. Because if you can't retreat in an orderly fashion, set up lines you can defend, it's very, very easy for things like this to turn into massive routs, and you've lost the war because you haven't been able to prevent your troops from retreating too far. You haven't retreated far enough, and they've got crushed again with their organisation low. Pardon me. And that's essentially what's happening here. They're getting crushed again and again and again. I'm just not letting them regroup. That's all I have to do. Keep doing this, keep pushing. It looks like they're not even going to have troops to defend Stalingrad, which is just here, Stalingrad. So that should be another easy battle, easy victory. These guys are now behind their lines with very fast troops, so I shouldn't have any problems there. And down here, yep, down here I'm going through it. Yep, shouldn't be too hard now. You can tell the amount of terrain that I've won since in the first two videos I barely won terrain, but those were the decisive ones. That was when I broke the spirit of their army, so to speak. I don't know why I've got tanks running through mountains, but it's not like it matters at this point. Yeah, in the first two videos I broke the spirit of the Soviet army. In this and any following episodes, it's basically going to be mopping up the remainders, preventing them from regrouping, and getting to our objectives, which are quite a way away. It's the only problem, it's the long drive. If it weren't for the long drive, it would be done in a couple of seconds. Okay, so we can just do this and keep advancing. So we slowly fold this bit forwards as well. Okay, this guy wants to go down here, so you can stop that uprising as well. So he's there. Okay, we've got that. We've taken that. Tanks are going to move into Stalingrad. Tanks aren't particularly good at taking cities, but if there's no one defending the city, then anything can take them, really. It's just common sense. If you don't have anyone in the city, anything will take it. An ant would take it. And my tanks are rather better than ants, I hope. I mean, if my tanks aren't better than ants and they're not stopping my tanks, then they don't have any... Yeah, it doesn't make sense if my tanks are worse than ants. So yes, that basically means Stalingrad will fall. How long till it falls? Well, just as long as my tanks take to get in there. 17th of August at 7 AM. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, taken Stalingrad. And I am nearly at my objective of Bryanskoye, my objective for today. Next will be Baki. These guys advancing from the south, giving me large quantities of terrain under my control. Large quantities. Yeah. Let's have a look. Up here I can advance again in my sort of odd pincer movement that I've just made up because that wasn't actually on my my battle plan. Counter Russian. Oh yeah, that was the Russian counter that I was explaining. And there we go. I've basically done these first couple of moves, and now I am pushing towards the coast. But I've also added a little element of my own up here. Why can't I draw? Can I draw? Let me draw. Okay, well, it won't draw. But yeah, you get the picture. I just added an extra encirclement here that I hadn't planned to. Hadn't planned to do that to begin with. Let's get rid of all but 3 and attack this way. Let's get rid of all but another 2, 3 and attack that way. And these guys can move up further. And these guys are going to cross this river. There we go, that should work perfectly. These guys are almost there. Yeah, they're doing well, they're doing well. Everyone's doing really well. Everyone's getting to their objective. These guys are a lot faster than the hill, so it wouldn't be surprising if they got down here faster than these guys. That would if they got there faster than these guys, because they have, after these 3 hills, now have flat terrain all the way to this city down here. They shouldn't actually have any troops defending it. If these guys have been cut off as effectively as I think they have, so I have whole legions of troops down here in the south doing nothing, just walking it towards the enemy. I have this whole group of troops doing nothing as well. Oh, where have I got battle that's not going well? Oh, just here, right, because... yeah, okay. It's not really a problem. We've got to the point, like I keep repeating, that this is just me walking, basically. I'm not even particularly trying at this point, but I think we might as well get to the conclusion, and well, that's the conclusion for this episode anyway. I've got to my objective, and hope you've enjoyed this walk in the park, this destroying of Russian forces. I'll just finish off these partisan uprisings. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's quite easy, these scenarios. They're meant for learning, but I thought I'd start with one of them for my series. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, I've won those little battles there. Got another short advance here. These guys can move in. I have plenty of infantry here supporting. So what we're going to do is basically perform a small pincer movement just here with all these supporting infantry. They can help quite easily. Let's have a look. Yeah, these guys can go forwards there. These tanks need to get into the action. And it looks like I've broken through their lines. The only problem is it's going to take me a long time to get anywhere. Like this. Now I need to take all but 2 of these Romanians. They're going to advance. No, not just 2, all but 2. So there. This would help if I could count. Probably. Who knows though. Okay, that looks like it's working. And I have a nice load of men just here that are going to try and crush through the south. And I need to take all but 2 and the HQs. Hello everyone, it's Leviro here, and we've got another episode of my small Let's Play with Germany during the invasion of southern parts of the Soviet Union, really. And let's get straight into the action. Remember, our objective is Baki, right down here in the south. And let's just go for it today, shall we? I'll see if I can get there. I don't think I will be able to, but you never know. We might get lucky. More infantry for the front. More horses, they're good. They don't use up much fuel. Okay, he needs to go forwards. Yeah, they need to go forwards. These guys can keep extending southwards. Yep, they should be able to do that quite easily. Looks like I've won a little battle here. These guys now go that way. And I'm slowly going to surround everyone at this rate. I'm just going to try to extend the front that way a bit, towards this river. I think it might help quite a bit. And up here it looks like I've won again, so time to really eliminate these few units, move up to HQs. These guys need to go to the front line. So do these guys. I've got nothing there to help, and nothing there to help. Okay, and here I'm just blocking them off for fun, basically, so I can take that little group out. Let's press play. It might help. It generally does help, pressing play. Okay. Okay, this looks like it's going well.